What's up, YouTube? Vengefulsorrow here once again, back again with another drinking video. Today is Tuesday, and I made a video last night drinking one of these things, and I got another one. And in that video, I was talking about how I drank last night because I was off today, and unless they called me in, right? Well, they didn't call me in. It's 3 p.m. right now. I just woke up a little while ago. I went to sleep after the game. It actually turned out to be a pretty interesting ending. Minnesota won, you know. But I went to sleep after the game. It was like 12:30, something like that. Because I lay down and then I'm up for an indeterminate amount of time until I fall asleep. And I woke up. I want to say, because I always have my alarm set even on my day off just to get up and start the day, right? Well, I just snoozed it all. Turned them all off. In fact, actually, I got to turn them on right now for tomorrow. Good thing I mentioned it. But I just slept through it. Well, I was up for, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. Hit the bathroom and all that. And then, I went back to sleep. Woke up, I want to say like 10. Did everything I need to do, like feed my fish. You know, the stuff that I have to do. And I laid back in bed for a little bit, went back to sleep, and I just woke up again. I have the same shirt as yesterday. I haven't even got up and done anything. So, yeah, anyway, that's enough of my bullshit. Let's drink another one of these things. Now, I'm not off tomorrow, but it is 3 o'clock, so. So I don't need to worry about a hangover. Because, you know my videos are long. It'll probably be like 3:15 or 3:20 or something by the time this video is done. And, give it like 3 hours and I'll be totally recovered. So, now I sound like a pansy bitch, right? Because this is just a fucking beer. 3 hours? What the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about the whole process. So I'm going to start feeling a little fluffy, a little juicy, probably about halfway through this because I take so long to drink it. And then I'll stay at that level for an hour and a half. And then I'll start coming down, which means I'm describing to you drinking a beer like you've never drank a beer before. But I did mention it like a week or two ago. That is something I noticed as I get older, though, is that the after effects of drinking tend to last longer than they used to. Back in the day, I could take shots and play a session of fucking Call of Duty for 2 hours and then just be fine. In fact, I used to I would not recommend this, but I would drink and go to work. Now, not my normal job. I would drink and go to unload the delivery truck at 3 in the morning like I used to. I used to work night shift, so I would work till 11 o'clock, and then I basically was free from 11 to 3 a.m. So like a 4-hour window. And then that would last an hour or two. And then I would come back home at like 5 at the latest and go to sleep and then wake up at 2 o'clock for the next day. So, that 3-hour or 4-hour window back in the day when I started making YouTube videos, drinking videos, that's what I was doing. Those videos mostly were shot at like 11 or 12 at night, drinking, whatever it was I was drinking, a malt liquor or taking shots or whatever, and playing Call of Duty or Halo. Back in the day, it was mostly Halo. And then going back to work for a little bit and then come back home going to sleep. So I used to not really get affected that much by alcohol, but it's worse now. You know, getting older sucks, and so does the effects of it on your body. And I don't even think streaming was a thing back then. I would probably have been streaming if I was capable of it. First off, I didn't have a good PC. I didn't have a good PC until 2015, 2016, whatever it was. Whenever Fallout 4 came out, that was one of my first games I played on PC. Like when I built my good PC. Not this one. This one I built last year, but my old one over there is broken. It's missing the motherboard. I couldn't find a motherboard that was capable of doing SLI that I could get to work with that. So it's sitting over there, just missing that one component. I know streaming existed because I was watching some Guitar Hero videos, and they were streaming Guitar Hero in like 2005, 2006. That might be some of the earliest evidence of streaming, although it was just pixels on the screen. You couldn't see it. The quality was terrible. But yeah, back then I didn't have the capability to stream. I don't even think Twitch existed back then, did it? It might have, but it was different times. Anyway, I try to stream games like when I'm drunk, but I can't. Like I just can't function while I'm playing games drunk. Honestly, that's the difference. That's a difference between now and then too. Is like I tried to play Sable a few weeks ago. I couldn't focus. I'm literal ass, like booty cheeks in the face ass at Guitar Hero. And Call of Duty. I love playing Call of Duty drunk. I'm not going to pay money for Call of Duty. I'm not going to pay. I'm not into that shit anymore. It would be fun to play those games. But I'm not going to pay $80 or whatever it is to get the newest Call of Duty and fucking play it. And if I do that on PC, I'm going to have to deal with the PC lobbies, potential cheaters, people who are far better than me. Now, everybody's better than me, but people are far better than me on PC because they are much better with a mouse and keyboard. Now, if I get it on console, I have to pay a certain amount of money, however much it is, to have like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. And even if I do it for just 1 month, that's a lot of money, bro. If it's like 15 or 20 bucks, that's a lot of money. That's like $15 is like 6 of these. Or some shit. So it's like, man, what kind of games can I play drunk? I tried playing Halo last week. I think it was last week, a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. I was going through the campaign. I just wanted to kill aliens, man. I got through the first mission. It probably took me an hour to get through the first mission. I think I had one of these, but I also had more. It might have been shots. I don't know. But man, I felt wasted for that, and it's fun, but it was not a good experience to watch. I guarantee you that. So I'm looking at my games. I mean, those are all outdated games, but a lot of games. Well, there's a lot of types of games that are meant not for alcohol, but for other substances. I've got like a few games that I've chosen. I want to play those high, and I don't smoke anymore. So I saved them from fucking 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and I never got to them. So yeah, I'm bored as shit, honestly, today. I'm listless, I guess. I have no idea what I want to do. I woke up, and immediately the first thing I did was vacuum my floor. Not because it needed it, but just because I had nothing else on my list to do. I spent a couple weeks ago clearing out my list of all the things that I needed to do to keep this house up, to upkeep this house. And, you know, once it's done, I mean, sure, some of that stuff needs to keep getting done, like vacuuming. But some of that stuff's good for like a year or two from now, you know? Like, I did the fucking carpet cleaner on the floor. I did the steamer on the fucking tiles, you know? I don't need to do that shit every week. So it's like, what do I do? And I just thought to myself, I'm like, I got to do something today. It's my only day off. So I just fucking vacuumed the floor because I had nothing else to do. And, you know, it's embarrassing because I vacuumed the whole fucking, like, all 3 rooms with the carpets. The whole, my vacuum has like a tile setting and a carpet setting. I'm sure all vacuums do. But I really like my vacuum. I did the whole fucking house. And I got a fucking, the canister was like that full, bro. There was nothing in it. I am not a dirty person. So, hey, but look, it's good for another week or whatever. Till I have my next party 27 years from now. Oh, that's a good one. Oh shit, I should probably take out food for later. I make this like chicken and breadcrumb thing. My mom's been making it for me since the dawn of time, really. And she taught me how to make it one day, and that's the only thing I cook. I mean, I make frozen pizzas. I make fucking Hot Pockets. I eat nothing but junk food. I can go out and buy food from a restaurant, like a fast food place or some shit, but the only thing I make, like food cooking wise, like actually make myself, is chicken baked in the oven. So that's what I want to make tonight. Because that's some good fucking eats. And that it's frozen in the freezer, so I gotta take it out. It'll be ready by like, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock or some shit. Ain't no football on tonight, so I gotta find something to do. I should probably watch a movie. Oh, it's you know, the Labor Day. That's the beginning of spooky season, right? Because Halloween is too important of a holiday to only have 1 month of it, you know? I gotta get my fucking decorations up. And I gotta start watching scary movies, playing scary games, that kind of shit. Oh, that right there, making this video just inspired me to find out what to do. I gotta start getting my spooky season on, you know? So, I think that's what I'll spend probably the next week doing, is getting that shit all out of storage. First off, finding what I have, because that's going to determine what I'm able to do. Because I have hedges in the front, right? Or at least I used to have hedges in the front. And my bitch ex-girlfriend, sorry, I shouldn't say that. I was just as at fault in the relationship. So forgive me if you ever see this. Probably you're not going to. But she made me rip the fucking hedges out because she didn't like them. I didn't want to do it. And she kept getting on me, so I fucking did it begrudgingly. I hated doing it, but I did it. Yeah, and then less than a year later, we're apart, we're split up. And one of the roots had remained. So it didn't fully die, and it started to regrow. And that inspired me, because it started to get like a foot or two tall, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get my fucking hedges back. So I had to do a lot of research. I found the leaf and the flower that this hedge produces, and I think it's oh my god, I'm gonna get it wrong. I think it's called like, it's Gold Coast something. I forget the name of it. That's the actual name of it, but it's sold as a different name at like your garden centers. So I was able to find it, and then find its actual thing that's sold. It's sold as in America or whatever, and I was able to plant full hedges of that, and they spent an entire year not growing. But we've been getting a lot of rain in the last like 3 months, and them bitches have skyrocketed. Them bitches are almost as tall as I need them to be. They're like, this time next year it'll be ready. Anyway, that whole story was to say, I used to, for the first few years that I lived here, I had these orange and purple lights that I wrapped through the hedges, and I thought it looked really cool. But I can't do that when I don't have hedges. So I'm really excited to be able to do that next year for sure. I could probably sort of do it this year, but it wouldn't be cool. So that'll be something to look forward to next year. I do have some blow up dolls, like not the kind that you fuck, the kind that you you blow up in your front yard, and it's like a little ghost and a pumpkin and shit. I gotta find those. Those are buried deep in the garage in the corner there. The corner where everything goes to die. You know, the corner where it's like the miscellaneous drawer. You don't know where else to put it, so you just put it in that drawer. And then when you need to find it, or you need to find something, you go looking through it, and you can't find it because it's so fucking packed with bullshit. I got that corner in the garage. I've got my yard stuff on one side, like my lawnmower, my pressure washer, my potting soil. I have a couple bags, mulch, a couple extra bags from when I redid the front, stuff like that. That's all in one spot. And then I've got I don't know, like my tools, like my like my weed whacker and shit. Well, that's a yard thing too. It's basically all the yard stuff's there. And in the corners, the decorations, but there's also bins of shit in front of it. And then I've got another shelf that's it's mostly empty. I went through it a while ago. I do have a kayak that I put up on the top. I had to actually spend a lot of fucking money. It was like $25 for these steel rods. And the reason I bought these steel rods is to reinforce the shelf that was up there. So I bought these like $25, like 4 of these $25 steel rods, and I zip tied the shit out of them so they reinforced the shelf. And I I extended the shelf up on the top of like a insert shelf thing. It's got like 3 layers, I think. And I put my kayak up there. My ex did buy me that kayak. And I've used it like 6 times. Now that kayak already is probably paid for itself. I didn't pay nothing for it, but she did, and those things are like $400, $500. It's like $30 to rent a kayak every time. So let's say I used it 6 times. That's 6 by 30. What's the fucking math? $180. It's almost paid for itself. So haven't used it this year, but I do plan to when it cools down. I haven't used it this summer, even though I've had opportunities and I've thought about it. But I'm telling you, I am fucking telling you, every time I go out in that kayak, I get a sunburn that peels for like 2 weeks. And I wasn't looking forward to doing that again. So I will do it when it cools down a little bit. And then probably again when it starts getting warm at the beginning of next year. I'll use it a few times. But look, a few times every year, that's good. It's actually a pain in the ass to get that thing strapped to a fucking sedan with no, whatever the fucking thing, the strappy thing on the top is. There's none of that. So, anyway, yeah, and then I got the washer and dryer on one side, and I got another shelf. My mom, when she moved a few years ago out of our old house. She had so many shelves that just were packed full of shit. And I needed I didn't need a shelf, but I was looking at it and I'm like, let me do some measurements. So I've measured this area in my garage between the door and the washer, and I'm like, oh my God, I have a perfect spot I could put that shelf. So I took it, cleaned it up, and it goes there, and it's got a few other things on it. They redid my roof. It's got the extra roofing shingles. It's got a few random things. The extra tiles. The people who used to own the house, I guess they had the floor redone, and there's like 12 or 14 extra tiles for the floor that, the contractor was like, just fucking keep them. So those are in there. When I redid the railing out front, there's a few extra pieces. Or, well, no, not a few extra pieces. Is I had to replace some. So I had some pieces that connected only to two. They connected on both sides, and I had to buy the one that only connects on one side to make a pathway that I could go through, basically. So I have the extra one of those because I couldn't do anything with it. And I'm not going to throw it out because each one of those fucking things is like $80. And who knows if I want to redo it in the future. I actually had some amazing growth during that project, I will say. I had to learn so many things. I had to learn how to mix concrete. I got the fucking quick concrete shit. I mixed up a small batch, and the reason I had to was because the tile for one of those that I had to put in the railing into the concrete, into the tile, into the pavers, it had cracked, and I couldn't put the railing in anymore. So I actually had to go to like 3 different vendors to find the right size. I was of paver. I was sort of. It hangs over a little bit, but it's close enough. I had to learn how to mix the concrete so I could cement it in there. I had to buy a hammer drill, a cheap one, and learn how that works. I had to learn actual really precise mathematical measurements on angles, because the ground is not straight. The ground's slightly angled. So the railing that starts up here is gonna come up to here. So I had to do some fucking math and shit, bro. So that was a real moment of growth. Anyway, this is all about Halloween decorations, and I'm real excited to get some Halloween decorations up. I thought about it on Labor Day. I actually wore my Halloween shirt on Labor Day because I was in the spirit. And I was like, you know what? It's way too early. Even though I want to get in the spirit, I just feel like it's way too early to do it. So I'm like mid-September. And it's coming up on mid-September here in a few days. So, and you know what? As I'm out delivering mail on my route every day, I'm seeing a lot of people starting to put up their Halloween decorations. It's really inspiring me to get going. So this whole video for me is an inspiration to start getting Halloween going. Man, I could just see the yellow and purple. I just love, like, I know, or not yellow, orange and purple. I know orange is like your traditional pumpkin Halloween color, but I really like the orange and purple. It's got such a good contrast with each other. And I know they sell that like that in the stores, but I never thought about like that back in the day as a kid and shit. But I really do now. I think that orange and purple is such a good combination. And with that, we wrap this motherfucker up. So, I know I'm talking about Halloween decorations and shit and getting inspired, but that's not right now. I'm a little tipsy, drunk, shit, whatever you want to call it. So, right now, I'm going to find something to play. I do want to stream it. I do want to continue playing Halo. Not because I really want to play Halo, but like, I mean, yes I do, but I mean like, I want to use the fact that I am a little drunk to go fucking smash some more aliens, and I love that shit. Oh my god, Halo 1 is the best game ever. It's one of my favorite games ever. So I think I'm going to go do that. So I appreciate you joining me. No, I'm not shirtless. I know everybody wants me to do shirtless shit all the time. I don't really want to. I'll do shirtless shit occasionally, but that's not the focus. That's not what I do. I mean, look, I'm not trying to be Mr. Beggar, Mr. Money. But if you really want me to do shirtless shit, like it's gonna cost money, and I'm not saying like I'm trying to be, you know, give me money and I'll do shirtless shit like an OnlyFans or some shit. Or I'm starting to sound like DSP a little bit here. Dark Side Phil, the motherfucker. But like I'm not comfortable with my naked body. So if you are and you want me to do that, like find a way to contribute and help things out. I just enabled subscriptions on Twitch. You know, feel free to come watch. The link's in the description. I have a Patreon. I'm not really offering extra content from it, but it's a way to give back to me. You know, one of these, like I said, I know I said 6 of these cost like $18 or whatever the fuck it was. It's like $3.50 after tax. So, you know, you give a $5, you know, that's one of these because, you know, Patreon takes a portion of that. So, anyway, I appreciate you joining. I know this video is way too long. I will see you guys later. Peace.